places do you think there are left in the world that can fulfill a scuba diver's ultimate holiday dream? Places that are wild and remote, and yet exquisitely comfortable. Places where the coral reefs are undamaged and still teeming with magnificent marine life. Places where great diving, relaxation and fun are the order of the day. Fortunately, there still exists a place where these things are part of everyday life. With a kaleidoscope of dense, healthy corals, from the smallest and most colourful marine life to the most breathtaking and awesome of pelagics, the remote coral atoll of Layang Layang is an underwater paradise you will never forget. Layang Layang is a 21-kilometre atoll situated in the middle of the South China Sea, 300 kilometres off the coast of Borneo, northwest of Kota Kinabalu in Sabah, East Malaysia. The result of millions of years of crafting by nature, Layang Layang's atoll boasts vertical drop-offs plummeting to 2,000 metres and spectacular crystal-clear visibility, offering some of the finest wall diving in the world. The island itself is man-made and was originally built for the Royal Malaysian Navy. This military presence ensures that Layang Layang Island Resort is still regarded as one of the most luxurious and safest, yet wildly remote dive destination in operation anywhere today. Within the first couple of dives into the turquoise blue, it becomes clear to divers why Layang Layang is so special. The myriad of colours and staggering diversity of corals will mesmerize you. Soft corals of every shape and size cover the reef. The larger hard corals will simply take your breath away. Fields of staghorn coral, massive barrel sponges and gigantic gorgonian fans feature on every dive. With such rich foundation to the reef, it is not surprising that the quantity and quality of life continues right up through the food chain. Other reef life, such as giant clams and sea anemones, with their resident clownfish, capture your attention every few meters. Collectively, curious macro creatures, such as crustaceans, sea cucumbers, and fluorescent nudibranchs, are testament to the incredible diversity found on the reef. Clouds of colourful reef fish will leave you dazzled for days. Angelfish flash their colours, posing as you pass by. Whilst watchful hawkfish scan the reef, triggerfish of every kind busy themselves throughout the day. Of the numerous coral grazers, perhaps the most enchanting are the bumphead parrotfish, which gather in large schools to feed in the shallows. The health and wealth of a pristine coral reef lies in the hands of its guardians, and fortunately, Layang Layang operates a strict reef protection policy, which every visitor signs before witnessing the wonderful underwater realm. Such a policy ensures the outstanding quality of the reef can be guaranteed both now and for many years to come. Experienced PADI instructors and dive masters are always at hand. Their long-established knowledge of the reef, combined with comprehensive briefings, mean that divers will get the best from every dive. To cater for international guests, the resort has dive masters who are fluent in English, Bahasa Malaysia, Mandarin, Japanese, German and French. Gone are the days of hauling tanks and long walks to boats and dive sites. At Layang Layang, there's a fully equipped dive station and friendly, willing crew that change your tanks and help you every step of the way to your dive. Together with a fleet of 10 custom-made 9-meter twin-engine dive catamarans that whisk divers off to dive sites within minutes, you have some of the safest, most convenient and relaxed diving in the world. For non-divers, PADI-sanctioned courses and Discover Scuba programs are available. Divers can progress right up to PADI Dive Master, including specialities such as advanced, night and deep diving. As Dan sponsors and with a comprehensive first aid clinic at hand, the dive resorts put safety first. This knowledge allows divers to take the plunge and simply enjoy their dives time and time again. Perhaps the most impressive of Layang Layang's underwater realm is the amazing spectrum of pelagics as you move off the reef. Barracuda and giant trevally eye divers up and down before passing by. Prehistoric dog-toothed tuna patrol the reef's outer walls. If it is schooling action that you are after, then Layang Layang is the place for you. The huge school of jacks will swallow you up in a tornado of fish so dense that divers can disappear within their swell. For many, it is the sharks and rays that will stay in your minds long after you leave this diving paradise. In a single dive, many different shark species can be seen. If you are really lucky, you may well encounter the hammerhead sharks. It's the chance of seeing these incredible creatures that keep divers returning to Layang Layang every season. Whether it's a solitary hammerhead approaching close by or a huge school that appears from the depths, this will surely be the climax of all your diving holidays. Such encounters will stay in your mind for a lifetime, and the joy and excitement cannot be described. Layang Layang's rays also astound. Black-blotched stingrays, the size of tables, sometimes cruise by. Blue-spotted fantail rays and porcupine rays hide amongst the reef. And schools of devil rays and majestic manta rays leave you stunned as they glide by. Back on land, many are surprised to hear that there are further natural encounters to be made. It is not only divers that flock to Layang Layang each season. For most of the year, thousands of different seabirds make Layang Layang their resting and nesting place on their annual migrations. At the western tip of the island, you can watch colonies of birds flocking against perfect tropical sunsets. Whether it's courting noddies, brooding boobies, or crested terns feeding their chicks, bird watchers and nature lovers will relish this avian attraction. Many simply choose to soak up the atmosphere and the solitude of the secluded beach nearby. Other non-diving activities include table tennis, volleyball, and for the less energetic, a few quiet hours in the TV and reading lounge. Countless diving magazines and books will tempt you back into the crystal clear waters close by. Whether it's in between dives or sunbathing sessions, the pool is in a beautiful setting looking right over the South China Sea. For snorkelers, a quick practice session will prepare you for the wonders you will witness on one of the many guided snorkeling expeditions out to the reef. For those that simply cannot stay away from the water for too long, then perhaps you would like to test your wits in one of the resort's kayaks or a windsurfer in the lagoon. The Layang Layang Island Resort faces the same calm lagoon. With 76 rooms and 10 suites in 6 blocks of hardwood timber, Layang Layang Island Resort caters to all your needs. The resort offers incredible facilities for such a remote location, including a full bar, a 200-seat restaurant, a conference room for up to 200 delegates, and a souvenir shop. Rooms are air-conditioned with a private bathroom and a TV with satellite channels and video movies. A fridge, extra-large beds, and a private balcony is available. Friendly staff are on hand to pamper your every whim, and throughout your stay, you will come to know and love the Layang Layang staff smile. As a diving day draws to an end, it will be time to relax on the veranda, perhaps with cocktails by the pool. But remember, fruit juice only for those contemplating a night dive. Night dives by boat are arranged upon request, or the lagoon has its own attractions. In addition to the 3 scheduled dives every day, you can opt for extra day dives or night dives off the jetty itself. Conveniently located at the dive center's doorstep, divers will encounter numerous unusual creatures. Whilst their cameras click away, night divers can look forward to the sumptuous dinner that awaits them. Whether indoors, buffet style, or barbecues on the pool terrace, comprehensive Asian and Western meals are served 3 times a day, and hungry divers are extremely catered for. After dinner, it's time to migrate to the lounge and swap stories of the day's encounters with nature by the bar. As well as board games, entertainment is provided each evening by Scuba Zoo Images staff, who will show the day's diving highlights and prepare videos in the studio for the guests ready for their departure. With their video and photo studio located at the entrance to the dive center, they also cater for E6 slide processing and have experienced staff on hand to answer any underwater video and photo queries. With spectacular sunsets and sunrises, another incredible day at Layang Layang begins. For some, the excitement is just beginning. Once the plane lands, the Layang Layang staff welcome kick-starts a holiday of a lifetime. For others, it will be a sad farewell until next year. You will have tremendous stories to tell. Those stunning corals, those awesome pelagics, those magnificent mantas, the good time spent in a remote paradise side by side with nature. And of course, the hammerheads. People will simply not believe those hammerhead stories. The only way to experience this incredible, adrenaline-pumping pelagic sight is to come to Layang Layang and see for yourself. And when you do come, and when you see the hammerheads of Layang Layang, the feeling will be bigger than words and larger than life.